morning to you. It's Theme Park Baza with...
This is Baza.
Good morning. Today's checkout day of our Hilton Hotel across from Disneyland Tokyo and Disney Sea Tokyo. So we've been here since 5 days. They've gone quick, haven't they?
Really quick.
Gone really quick. Today we're going on the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, to Osaka. So join us. We'll talk a little bit about that, getting tickets, come and experience it with us. I'd say one takeaway from this hotel we've learned from if you're going to stay here, is check the rates for the rooms that have access to executive lounge, because we managed to blag our way in, and if you want to know how we did that, go back to the vlog first day we were here. But we were doing some math last night, and in these hotels, you're kind of a captive audience around Disney, aren't you?
It's definitely a Disney bubble. There's nothing around else to eat.
And then we did the price, they have that fixed price breakfast, fixed price evening meals, and we did the math last night, and we reckoned we saved about $1,000 by
being able to go in there.
Going there, and $750 of that was food, and then they also have a free bar, an open bar every night. You just help yourself. So we had 2 or 3 drinks a night, and that's like 500 yen a drink, isn't it? So definitely worth looking into if you're going to come here. Even if it's like $25 a night more, do the math, because we were spending, you do our math, it was like $150 a day on food and drink if we'd have
easily now,
stayed in the hotel, wouldn't we? Yeah. So yeah, that's a top tip for that. The other thing when you're coming over here is get the JR Rail Pass if you're going to do travelling around Japan. You can only get it before you come. You can only get it if you're not a citizen. We got it through Klook, and it cost us $698 for a 14-day unlimited JR travel pass for 2. Now, JR doesn't do all the trains in Japan, but they do a lot of them in this East Coast area. And it might sound a lot, that's like $350 each, but the bullet trains aren't cheap. So really, if you're going to be coming here and doing more than one trip, so our tickets got us from Narita into Tokyo, and then we used the IC card to go on the underground, and then they got us from Tokyo out here. They'll get us from Tokyo, from here back into Tokyo. We'll do the bullet train to Osaka and back, and then they'll also do the train from the last hotel down to Narita airport,
to the airport,
and the last thing. And I just priced up the tickets today to go on the Shinkansen bullet train. Times we're going, economy seats that we've got, with the extra room for the suitcases at the back, is $704.
Yeah. So
it's paid for itself in one day. And by the way, you do have to pre-book seats. And if you've got big suitcases, you have to pre-book special seats. So the downside is when you got here, if you watch that arrival vlog, it was an hour. Because everybody was using these passes. They're such a good deal.
Yeah.
So it was an hour to get. You only get a voucher that you have to exchange for your pass.
And you can only do that.
Hold that. I'll show what it looks like. Yeah. And you can only do that. And you can only do that in the stations. And this is what your new JR Rail Pass will look like. And it's one of those, like, you put it in and pull it out, and you keep it with you all the time, going around. And let's say this is a 14-day one. And then we also had to go back into the ticket office to book seats. So what they'll do is give you a card like this with your seat number, and I say we asked for the ones that have the room for the suitcases behind. So you can't just really walk onto a lot of trains. You have to pre-book them. And I haven't noticed any price difference between rush hour and non-rush hour, but it does get very busy.
It does get very busy.
So the Shinkansen is the bullet train, fastest train in the world, I think.
Sorry, I've just noticed the Toy Story one.
Oh, the Toy Story monorail. Yeah, the monorail going round.
I've not seen the Toy Story one before.
Yeah, we have to get on that monorail over to, probably directly across from us. That's the main station, the JR station, that takes us to Tokyo, there, which is about 20 minutes from here. And then we have to do like find the station, don't we, that we're going to go to for the Shinkansen. So we're going to give ourselves plenty of time, because the trains run on time.
Bang on time.
Bang on time. And also we'll do some recording on the train, but you're not allowed to speak or be on phones. You have to go leave the cars. They have quiet cars, which I like, because how many times have we been coming back from Washington and had somebody shouting in the phone for 2 hours behind us?
Yep, a lot of times.
So they respect the privacy here. Other thing is you don't get food. So go get the whole, show them what we got, folks.
Yes.
You don't get food on the trains. They don't come around with a trolley. Is it on the trolley? Can I have it? So we checked out. I don't think we did take you down in one of the earlier vlogs and showed you some of the. Yeah, we did a taste test, didn't we? Some of the food. We've been down since, and this is what we're taking with us. So these are just plain regular crisps. I like the pizza ones. I told those, didn't I?
You did.
But we got the crisps to share with us. We have Maxine got this drink. It's like some peach thing.
Peach juice.
It's a bit better than the one she had yesterday. If you want to go watch that vlog where she swore, I'll put a link in there. I got good old Diet Coke or
Coca-Cola.
Zero. Max has got an edamame to eat on the train. And then the thing we have found here that's really good that we are going back with, this is really what we're on for, is amazing. The egg sandwiches here are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. We're going to stink the train out.
Yep.
So like 3 packs of egg sandwiches between us.
Already.
Yep. So we have to wrap these up, and then just some water, and then I got a traditional Snickers bar because I fancied some traditional sweets. So we're going to pack these up in our backpacks, keep them cool with the drinks. We could go to the station and get something, but it's much easier here to...
It's like a zoo at the station.
Yeah,
try and get it before you go, because it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, it is overwhelming there, trying to get stuff. So we're going to have that in the back, ready to go. There's a shuttle bus that's just coming in, down there, that runs about... You just see it come past these parked up coaches here, that runs about every 10 minutes. And all it does is take you to that blue building over there. But it... the blue station over there, but it helps when you've got suitcases to get around. Well, the trick is, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, you may have seen me wearing my backpack on the front, and that's not anything to do with posture or anything. It's just here, trains are so crowded, it's rude to kind of have your backpack swinging around and banging into people. So you'll see a lot of people wear the backpacks on the chest, just so they have control over where it is, though it does make it a bit tricky going down escalators.
Yeah, you can't see
where your feet are. But yes, so let's get packed up and let's get on the road to Osaka. Right, something I'll never understand about this monorail is, why does it run backwards?
I don't know.
Because the actual driving cab is over that end, where they have all the controls, and at the front end you just basically look out, don't you?
Yeah.
There's nothing in front of you. So if you know, let us know, why does the monorail at Tokyo Disneyland go around backwards? Because it's pushing instead of pulling. Yeah, the guy where the guard is at the back is where that's all the control cab. So yeah. Who knows? Right, we're on the second train now, aren't we?
Yeah.
On the rapid train, 15 minutes into Tokyo on the Kyoto line. Again, this is JR East, so these are JR tickets now. We're just going past the Disneyland Resort behind me. Disneyland Hotel. There it is. So just a little coffee shop here, we've got an hour to kill. And they got lots of cakes and sandwiches. Starbucks is next door, but we thought we'd come. Oh, they got scones. They look well good. Oh my god. Crusty bread. So you get a tray and then you help yourself to all this lot. And you just got a little seating area in the back where we are sat. They got scones that look absolutely amazing. Huge, yeah, like little volcanoes with full of stuff. We've got our own little coffee and table here. So if you're wondering what oversize is on a suitcase, here's the guidance for you. So if it's bigger than those measurements, which is 250, 61 and 250, then you have to book a seat that has a reservation and a spot behind it to put your bag in. So ours would fall into that category. Now our train is the 1203, 511 Hinari. That's going to take us down there. So I guess we come up here. This is up to the platform, I would imagine, Max.
Yeah.
So you need to get an elevator to get up there. Oh yeah, escalator to go up there. So on the platform now, there's one going before us. This is ours. Basically, they give you a car, and these are all signposts. We're in car 12, and it's on that signpost up there, car number 12, and we're in seat 20. So just get yourself positioned somewhere near where these gates are going to open when the train goes. I notice it's very formal as well on the trains. It's like a prestigious thing. They all have like their own, you know, steps that they use and everything, when all the actions that they use. This one's on its way before us. This is the fast train that we couldn't get on. There's only certain ones on the JR Pass. This one only takes 2.5 hours. 2 hours 15. Ours takes 2 hours 44. But these are the gates, you see. And they all have their own tunes that they play as well. Different trains have different tunes at the station. So guard will wave it off, and that one will get on its way to Osaka. There's the two different types of trains actually. The two different generations. Here comes ours, Max, just coming in. A spaceship, isn't it? D&E, aren't we?
Yeah, D&E.
Yeah. These seats recline, Max?
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes. Oop. Then we come back up again.
You got window shade.
Yeah.
You might get a view out from that window.
Do you think?
Mount Fuji, because we're going that way, aren't we?
Yeah.
It was a bit of a lottery. We didn't know which side these seats would be on, did we?
No. I ain't got my phone though. So you'll have to get my phone out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can follow all the instructions. I think there's Wi-Fi on here as well.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand. You're the one who gives my life color. There is no one other. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side. Let me go by your side. Stay in your sunlight. I wanna wake up with you by my side. Without you there is no tomorrow. We could be in for the best ride. Want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow.
So in the city, first thing we've noticed is everybody stands on the other side here. They all stand on the left in Tokyo and they all stand on the right in Kyoto. I've heard about that in different cities. There's different protocols for which side people stand on lifts and stuff. Oh, there's a Starbucks there. We've already seen a McDonald's, haven't we? I'm going to see the only cups. They actually had a Kyoto, can't even say it now, an Osaka cup. Not a Kyoto, an Osaka cup, but they didn't have a Tokyo one. So we're going to go into this main street. I think we're going to go left and head towards the hotel. Oh, she's got one. The girl is happy. The girl has got the cup. As you know, she has a great Starbucks collection of cups at home. Like we've got 100 of them. But she wanted to get a Tokyo one as well. And they didn't have any in the Starbucks in the Disney locations. See if she actually bypasses the pink donuts, I can see. That might be too much temptation for her. Here she is. And you resisted the donuts as well.
Well, they have a mango pineapple cake. Looked amazing.
How much was it?
1,900? 800.
What's that in English money?
They must have had a bit of tax on it as well. $15?
About the same as the US?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of the bullet train then?
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very fast.
Yes, I think highest speed I recorded was about 177 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Very smooth. They did bring a food cart round. Everybody was ignoring the thing about the suitcases. I put insert a picture here. People were throwing them up on top. People had them in front of them. Somebody put their case on top of ours, and there was a sign there that says if these spaces reserved for these seats.
Yeah.
And if they find any cases in the water, then they'll offload the case at the station. But and they weren't policing really, were they?
Yeah.
Do respect the local traditions and the cultures of the countries, whichever country you visit. I mean, on those trains, you're supposed to be quiet, and if you want to make a telephone call or talk loudly, you go into the corridor. But unfortunately, we had a Brit and some Germans sat next to us who first hour were talking loudly. And very loudly. And I actually felt embarrassed to be a tourist, to be honest. You know, I wanted to apologise to all the Japanese around, saying that we don't all behave like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't be that tourist. You know, respect the local, the way the locals do things. But we're here. We got our bags. We got a cup. I think if we walk out there and down that road for 10 minutes, we will get to the hotel. Weather's going to be pretty nasty here for this weekend. We're going to get wet. It's very windy. But we're going to head down now to we've used all the Hilton points are gone.
Yeah.
Burnt all those,
gone.
every single one. Though we did hear the perfect words when we checked out this morning, which was
zero
cost. Yeah, we're going to the Holiday Inn. They're the only points had. So the Holiday Inn and Suite in Osaka. Let's go find the hotel. Also noticing, almost everybody's wearing a mask apart from us.
There were a few.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Tokyo. 99% mask wearing here, and I think we are the only foreigners, the only tourists we passed in the area. Okay, so we are here in the room in the Holiday Inn Osaka. It was about a 10-minute walk. It's a fancy building over there. It was about a 10-minute walk, wasn't it, from the station? The room's a little bit smaller than the last one. King bed this time instead of a super king. You got a sofa, pull-out sofa there. This is a suite, so you got a
kitchen area.
What's in there?
It's just
safe and stuff. Yeah, we've got a kitchen area with a washer and dryer. You can do all your washing before you go home, Max.
Yeah.
And fridge, wardrobe, 2 doors. That's scary. What do we think, Max? One's a toilet, one's something else. That's the toilet, and that's the
sink.
Sink and
shower
in there.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It's like another little room.
Yeah. Not tripping over that and breaking my toes coming out. Is that for washing your feet? I have no idea. Answers on a postcard. Anybody know what that's for?
What's that fancy?
Yeah. Is there a shower curtain?
No.
No, that's going to make it fun.
That's going to make it interesting.
It's in the middle of the room. It's nothing over a bath.
Yeah.
Okay. That's different.
Must be a wet one. That's why it's separate.
Yeah, because you've got to, and that's why it's raised.
Yeah. And you've got the drain here. So it must be like a wet bath.
Maybe they're washing my gonads in. Okay. You know. Right.
Just remember when you come out to step down.
Oh, we'll be stepping through. And another ironing board.
There's a closet.
And a closet, yes. 2 closets. It's a bit claustrophobic in here. Oh, we got a microwave though. We can do baked beans. We can do beans and sausage.
Oh.
Burnable, unburnable.
I think it's trash.
Yeah. Interesting.
Got some scissors.
Burnable and unburnable. A full set of cutlery and chopsticks and a fancy coffee machine and a kettle, of course, for making us tea. Right, well, we're going to get on. We got all plates and cups and stuff, so we're going to get unpacked, put our stuff on charge, and then we'll take you out with us because I think we found a nice place to go and have a drink that will make a few people in our family smile. Yes. When we find out about it, got to find where it is first. I just was kind of googling it on the way in. So give us a short time and then come join us as we go out for a walk around Osaka. We're heading out to the restaurant. First thing we're noticing here is everybody's riding bikes, aren't they?
They are.
Didn't see any of that in behind you, Max.
Yeah.
In Tokyo. I think it's just because there's more space here. There's less people, so everybody's like bikes coming out your left, right, and centre. We just passed a bike shop, haven't we?
Yeah.
It seems to be a. Oh, look at this, cycle plaza.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems to be a big. They have cycle lanes as well, which nobody's riding in. Next to the road, they're all riding on the pavement, but they do have a dedicated cycle lane as well on both sides of the road. So that's very interesting. Oh, so I tell a lie. There's somebody riding in it right now. There's like another bike thing down here. More bikes you can shake a stick at. I think everybody parks the bike here where they go shopping.
Yeah, probably. I don't think you can just pick them up and go.
Every shape and size of bike you can think of, and vintage and new, and even a Vespa in the middle. I guess they're in here shopping, and then they just get the bikes and go. In the supermarket.
It's a big supermarket.
Isn't it? Yeah. And a whole other set of bikes here. We have a certain member of the family called Keith, don't we?
We do.
Who has a reputation of being liking a drink. Yeah?
Yeah. Just the one.
Just the one. Just one. So this is for you, Keith. We found somewhere we're going to go and try. Hopefully it's open. Let's show you where we're going. So we're right in the suburbs here, Max, aren't we?
We are.
And where have we ended up? Bar Keith. This is for you, Keith. We're going to go and have a happy hour for you, because there is a happy hour here, as you can see in all this information. Let's go inside and see what we can get on a happy hour. This is wonderful. Thank you. So you take credit cards, you have to pay 500 yen to sit down. 10% consumption charge, and that's okay. So if you've never seen Google Translate in action before, let me show you how it works. So you hold it up in front of a Japanese menu, and it translates it for you as you scroll down. So that is without the phone, and that is with the phone. Bad news is no happy hour. Max, what you got, Max?
I got Moscow Mule.
Japanese
Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule. And I'm going to try a 12-year-old Japanese whiskey on the rocks. This is for your Uncle Keith, a 12-year-old on the rocks. It's a big rocks, look at that. Mm. That's rather very smooth. It should be for a 12-year-old. How's yours, Max?
That's very nice.
So, our guy, this is Keith, who actually owns the bar. He's just showing me he's got a book. He's famous, he's in a book, and it's all whiskies. All whiskies. We have used Google Translate, and we have ordered some food, some fish and chips, but she said it's huge. So we're ordering that between us to try, aren't we? We may get something else afterwards. They gave us a little starter. It seems a bit of a what's what I'm looking for? It's like a hole in the wall. It's like one of those jazz bars, you know, like the, what do you call them? Like the... Yeah, a speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Yeah, it's just like a speakeasy in here, isn't it? So that's Keith's what he recommended, and apparently I'm having hibiki next. The first one was a 12-year-old malt, the next one is hibiki.
Yeah.
And Maxine says she's not carrying me home.
I am not.
This is going to be a very, very expensive bill. Mixing it in. This is one of those points in the marriage where Maxine says, you don't drink whiskey, you've never drunk whiskey. Is that right? And I don't, but I'm winning. This is a whiskey bar, so you got to try it. This is a hibiki. It was almost very smooth because it's a 12-year-old one. Mmm. Mmm. It's good. Mmm. Mmm.
What is it different?
This is sweeter. Not quite as bitter. It's got more of a sweet taste to it. I'm going to be smashed.
No, you're not. Because I don't carry you home.
It's only 1.2 kilometers from here. But I think that just reading the book, he said this whiskey is dying in Japan, and it's really tourists who are keeping it going over here. And they also have a selection of Japanese pearls as well for sale in the shop that Maxine can't have a look at because it's too expensive. Some nice ones though. Very nice, like 12,000. Wow. Oh, malt vinegar as well. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ah. Yes, a lot of fish and chips. And salad.
More than what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's good, crispy batter and a homemade tartar sauce. What do you think, Max?
Oh, really good.
Have we got your malt vinegar on you?
Yeah. Bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points. These potatoes have got like herbs on them. They're really good. It's like garlic, you know, it's herbs, I think. You liking the fish?
Mm.
Yeah.
Really good.
So we got Keith here. So we had a good night here in Keith and Minako. Thank you. Sayonara. Come if you're in Osaka, come to Keith's One Shot Bar.
One shot bar.
One Shot Bar. Thank you. Sayonara. So we are out of Keith's One Shot Bar, aren't we?
We are.
It came to, what did it come to? 8,400, but they charge you 1,000 for sitting down. It's about $63 for two of us. We shared that main course. We had 3 drinks. That wasn't too bad. It's quite that's what I'm looking for.
Unique.
Fancy place, unique place. Yes. They took a photo of us. So celebrities, I guess. I don't think get many tourists in there, to be honest.
Well, they don't, because they don't speak any
Yeah, they
English.
don't speak any English, yeah. So we're just going to head down here, maybe try and grab one more drink before we wrap up this vlog and get back. The rain is coming, so we're on a bit of a hustle to grab something and get back, because Maxine doesn't want to get wet. We have about an hour before the rain comes. We're going to go in a 7-Eleven and grab some essentials on the way back. Got your brolly parking out here, you can borrow umbrellas if it's raining. Whiskey, more whiskey. And gin.
Gin.
That's sake down there, cold sake.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's got that funny word in it though.
What?
That one we didn't like yesterday.
I have no idea what half this stuff is. I know what Pringles are. Snickers Spring Day. Well, that's different. Oh, I got some pizza crisps again.
And a regular.
Bread with red bean. Well,
Jam sandwich.
oh yeah. Vanilla cream. Oh, well, that's good.
Just those sugar bun.
It's got vanilla cream in it. And we made it back, didn't we?
Good.
We're very much in the suburbs here, so there's not a lot around us as far as bars and lots of supermarkets and pharmacies. That's about it. So but this gets a good rating, this hotel. It's just not quite a touristy area, is it? As you saw from Bar Keith?
Yeah.
To be honest. There was, unfortunately, the bar was closed and a couple of other bars were shut as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
So
Maybe they only open on weekends.
maybe it's Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't really kicked off here like Tokyo. But we did go, you saw us in 7-Eleven. Let's show you what we got. We didn't actually get anything from that 7-Eleven, but we did go in another one and we got a few snacks for the room. So we just got some plain crisps because Maxine didn't really like the pizza ones from last time. And then as dessert, after our fish and chips, Maxine got a tiramisu. And Theme Park Bazaar got a first time. Gonna try these. We haven't seen any yogurts here, have we? They just don't use yogurts, so I thought, I'll try. I bet they're gonna be really sweet. And then we also got some macadamia nut things to try as well, with a cup of tea. So, yup, there they go. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed our travel day vlog on the Shinkansen to Osaka, and a little bit of look around Osaka. We are going to wrap it here. Join us on the next vlog, which will be tomorrow morning early, for a very wet day in Universal Japan. So we're going to head down there. Looking at the wait times today, it was crazy busy on the ride, so we don't know how it's going to be tomorrow. Maybe the rain will put people off.
Maybe.
We've got to walk back to the station in the rain. We're going to take a metro, and then we're going to take a JR line. It's about half an hour from here, and then we will get to the parks. But if you stayed any closer to the parks, the prices go through the roof. So it was a matter of finding a balance of near a railway station and not too far from the parks. Half an hour is kind of the limit we set. So thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. Just help the channel. Put your comments below, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Where's Hagrid's gone, Max? Hagrid's is missing. They've got the restaurant there, though, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to try the Japanese gin because they don't have Guinness.
How can it be an Irish bar and not?
I know.